So let us try to understand when we are talking about the qualitative analysis, what is the role of NVivo 12 software, which is one of the most popular software in this. So I will try to talk about this thing. So the latest version of NVivo, which is there, you can see when you can either purchase it or you can download this software for practice. It is available free of cost, the trial version, and full featured version is available. You can use for 14 days and you will get all the features in the trial version. So at least my experience says that if you want to use this software and you want to write a research paper, and if everything is ready with you, you do not need this software for doing completing your research paper from more than 3-4 days. In 3-4 days, you can do whatever you want to do with this software for at least one research paper. So you can download it and use it. So this is the one good thing about this software. That's why I like this software. But there is no harm in buying this paper because it's not very expensive. And if you write very good paper, you get it published in top tier international journals, the kind of incentives you get. So your money will not be wasted. So you can do that. So in this software, you can see here, you have, new project, sample project, and like that. And herein, if you have done some recent project, the names will be here in this. So for example, if you are already using it, you will find a lot of names of the project which you have already done. So they will be saved there. So you can do that. So this, just a screenshot I'm showing you of the first page of this software. Then you have the facility here in this, as you can see here, that in this NVivo 12 software, you have different methods of importing data of different types. For example, there is something called N-capture. Now, N-capture is one of the most used feature of NVivo 12, which we'll be using today. I will show you how to use this. And N-capture is used for importing data from the social media like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and other social media sites. So N-capture can capture data from these social media sites. Then, as you remember, I was talking about the text files and the transcripts of interviews, or the image files, or the video clips, or the advertisements. Those data you can import using files, right? And the Excel sheet of the survey data or the output of SurveyMonkey data, those kind of data you can import using this particular area of the software. And classifications, SPSS data and other data, I will show you. Bibliography, Mendeley and many other, Mendeley and others. There are 4 different types of bibliographic software, which the data from there you can import from here, and like this, right? So you have, here the facility to import data from various sources, and the beauty is that it is all qualitative data, and it can be in any form. You will, whatever the form of the data is there, field data is there, you can import, or the secondary data is there, you can import in one of these options. So this is also called navigation page. Okay. So here I want to tell you that I have used, let me see if I can show you here. You can see here, there is a file, home, import, create, explore, share, module. So here, import is the button in this navigation page where you find all these options to import data, right? So let's go to, just a minute, I will just put it here. And okay. So what I want to convey to you is that qualitative analysis is a new mindset That's why you don't have many papers coming in the international journals. So what it requires is the new thinking to research methodology, right? So 40% work is done by the software in qualitative analysis, and 60% is the knowledge and the experience of the author. And of course, they need experience and knowledge of the particular domain, particular subject. For example, I am an international business professor. I will have the domain knowledge of globalization, domain knowledge of intellectual property rights, domain knowledge of supply chain management. So if I have the domain knowledge, I understand the terms which are used in globalization. If I know the terms used by WTO, the matters related to WTO, World Trade Organization. So for example, I can use the different some 50-60 cases which are available on the WTO World Trade Organization website. I can download all the case studies, and I understand the case studies and the terms which are used there. So I can analyze those all case studies to write a research paper. It's not difficult. Using those case studies which are freely available on World Trade Organization's website, I can download all those case studies and import it into NVivo software, and I can analyze if I understand if I have the domain knowledge and if I understand the terminologies. Using those terminologies, I can try to find some area of research and I can fill the gap. So in quantitative analysis, it is claimed, but I may not agree. It may be 80 to 90% of the work is done by the software, and rest is done by the author. So this is normally the popular thinking in the research market today at present. So I showed you the navigation page earlier also. Here you have file, import, and all those things. This is the home page you have, and you have here there's something called files. So file is very important because file takes you to the main file which you have imported into the software. Now this file can be text file, it can be video file, it can be audio file, it can be Excel file, it can be survey file, it can be SPSS file. So when you click on files, you will have a complete list of those files, and you can choose the file which you want to use. And it is possible that all those files may be related to your project. You may not be sure that the files which you have brought in, whether they actually relate to your area, but you think that those files can be useful to you. So you put all these files, and so whatever you do, you come back to file and you will find all your files. So you can start working back on this. So this is how this software is.